what's up? It's Elisa. I'm live right now. I'm gonna see if anybody will come through. If anybody's up right now, because I'm up right now. And I got something that's been on my mind lately. Something I want to talk about. So, I'll wait a little while. Wait to see if anybody comes in. And if nobody comes in, then I guess I'm going to just sit here and just talk to myself, you know, because this has been on my mind. And, you know, I like going live because I'm able to get like a lot of things off my chest that, you know, probably would not be a good idea to have a conversation with somebody, but maybe it's good for the internet. Some things is not good for real life, but it's good for the internet. Some stuff is not good for the internet, but it's good in real life. So let's go. Let's go. All right. How y'all doing? I hope all my followers or all my subscribers, hope y'all are doing good. I don't really see y'all that much, but when y'all pop out, it's good. What's up? What's up? It's Elisa. Um, yeah, welcome to my channel, my YouTube channel. I like YouTube better than TikTok. That's why I go live on YouTube a lot more than TikTok, because I freaking love YouTube. I'll be on YouTube like, do y'all do that thing where y'all see like how long you're on certain apps on your phone? Tell me why I spend like 50 hours on YouTube. I spend like 50, 70 hours, 80 hours on YouTube, and then IG will be like, oh, 10, 14 hours. TikTok will be like 12 hours. Why am I on YouTube like 60, 78 hours out of the week? Because I love it. I love YouTube so freaking much. Oh my god. It makes me so happy. So yeah, the people on my page, yeah, I just been having a lot of stuff on my mind lately, especially when it comes to dance. If you're following my page, you're basically following a dancer that's trying to figure out how to, just implement more dance in my life. Like, I really just want more dance in my life. Like, whatever it is you do, if you're like a more analytical type of person, if you like math, or if you're like a builder or like a construction worker, whatever, like if you love that shit, whatever it is that you do, or if you play instrument, whatever, you should always be trying to find ways to do it more. That's just how I feel. I'm doing great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing good. But yeah, if you're following my page, you're just following somebody that's just trying to keep going. So if you're that type of person that, is trying to not give up, then maybe my channel's for you, because I'm a quitter. Not even gonna cap. I really am a quitter. I don't really commit to a lot of things. All my 20s, I never committed to one thing. And that's how you become successful. You have to focus on one thing for a long period of time, and then you become successful. So I guess for me, I guess I have a little bit of an ADHD thing going on, but you know, um I mean, if it's something that I love to do, if it's something that brings me joy, makes me happy, I'm always going to come back to it. Like, I feel like that's just normal life. If you love doing something, you're going to come back to it. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm doing good. You know, summer has still not begun on the West Coast. I don't know if y'all know that, but the West Coast summer is very, very late. Very late. It's still kind of cold as fuck out here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so cold. It is not hot. I don't know if it's because of the El Nino. now like everything is gonna. How much do you have subscriber? I don't think you have to pay. You don't have to pay. Yeah, I haven't made anything like members only or anything like that. Everything is pretty much like free on my page. I don't do this for money. Like y'all need to understand, I'm older. I'm in my 30s, and it's kind of like the older I get, I'm like, you know what? I'm really not doing this for the money. Like I know I need money, but it's like come on now. Like I remember being young, all this stuff with the internet and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just good to talk. It's just good to have a talk, man. When I reminisce about when I was younger, like the best times I ever had was just talking with people. Just talking. I don't even remember half the people I had conversations with. I don't even know what the fuck they look like because I was so, you know, so young and I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I remember what was said, and I feel like that's a big deal. Like just a good talk, a good conversation can go a long way. It's better than somebody giving you money. It's better than somebody, doing you a favor. Sometimes you just need to talk, So yeah. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've just been trying to rest. Summer is still, yeah, it's still cold out here. So I just been sleeping, working, planning work. Yeah. I don't know if I told you all this, but I recently became a teacher. So I'm teaching now. And I've been trying to, like, plan out, what I'm going to do in my classroom and things like that. Like, it's really, really, really cool. Like, I just love being a creative person. I love, you know, just playing with my head, playing with my mind, like figuring out different things that I could do. Because I love dance. And the thing about art is it's very easy to do the same thing over and over again. It's very easy to do the same thing over and over again. And I feel like the beautiful thing about being an artist is we find ways to do the same thing over again, but just in a different way. Like it's the same thing, but just in a different way. That's the innovator. That's the innovator inside of you. And everybody does not have an innovator inside of them. They just do the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it's like, come on now. Like, that's not gonna that's not a good look. You know, artists are supposed to bring breath into people. You're supposed to bring breath into people's lives. You're supposed to be fresh. You're supposed to be, always creating. And I feel like a lot of artists, dancers, especially now that I've came back into the dance world, there a lot of them don't create on a regular basis, and I'm starting to realize that, and I'm like, damn, like, way to let people down. Way to really let people down, by not constantly creating, by not constantly, being weird and trying new things and, trying, to be seen, all that stuff. Like, way to really let people down by not creating, by not being an innovator, by doing the same shit over and over again. Like, that's not what the people want to see. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that is not what the people want. So, yeah. I mean, and I know that's kind of hypocritical of me to say because I did stop for a long time, but even though I wasn't dancing in class, I was at the bar dancing, I was at clubs dancing, I was at parties dancing, I was at random people's houses I didn't even know. Like, that's how I still kept my love for dance alive. Like, I was still dance no matter where I was. And I just had fun. Like, it may not have been in a classroom, but I was still doing it, and people still knew. I still told people, like, look, I'm a dancer. Like, this is what I like to do, and people just took it or leave it. So yeah, yeah. Hi, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? I'm doing good. I'm chilling. Um, yeah, I'm like trying not to eat right now, but because I am trying to lose weight. So yeah. Oh, I'm not even in the topic yet. I'm not even I'm just trying to wait to see if people come in. I've seen some people come in, but they pop in and then they pop out. So, yeah. I think it's really crazy that I started dancing again. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I've been like in a box or living under a rock or something, but following your heart is a really good feeling. Like, I encourage more people to do it. It is a little bit scary because you don't always know what's going to happen next. You just kind of put your faith in God at that point, but I feel like following your heart is like medicine. It really is. Like for me, dancing again, really getting back into it has been like the best thing ever for me. Like I feel so much more like at home. And that's a feeling that I haven't felt in a long time. Long time. And a lot of people are the same way too. You can tell a lot of celebrities, a lot of people, even like, you know, yeah, following your heart is the way to go. All right, I'm getting into the topic now. So if you stayed in this long, I'm getting into it. Um, yeah, I got some shit to talk about right now because um this has been on my mind. So I've been taking some dance classes, I've been in the gym and all that stuff. And apparently, the number one thing that seems to kind of be a little topic of conversation has been the fact that people want to know, how do you dance and not end up breathing so fucking hard afterwards? And you know what I mean? Like, of course, everybody wants to be the cool kid. Everybody wants to be the one that can just kind of, do their thing, do a solo, whatever, if it's like a session or whatever. And everybody wants to be the one that's not breathing hard. You want to walk off on the side after you're done dancing. You don't want to be out of breath. You don't want to be like, oh, fee, fi, fo, fum. Like a giant, breathing hard like a giant after you've finished dancing. Like, nobody wants to be that person. But I'm here to tell y'all the truth, okay? And the truth is, everybody is that person. It happens to all of us. Okay? Even like the best dancers that I see, the most creative dancers that I met, the ones that create, the ones that like own companies and they're always teaching people new combinations and routines. It's okay to be tired. I feel like a lot of dancers don't hear that enough. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be out of breath. It's okay to be like, hold on, I need a second to breathe. Like, it's okay to breathe. I feel like that's something that a lot of dancers don't hear enough. It's okay to breathe. It's okay to be like, I need a minute. It's okay to try. I'll go to some dance classes in Los Angeles and I'll just be like, you know what? I'm going through a lot right now. We're all going through a lot. I'm going to go in this session right now, this studio, And whatever we rehearse, whatever, because sometimes you could go and um you could be rehearsing for something, and they're probably trying something out on you, and you may not be the performer, but you're like kind of like their skeleton crew, so they're kind of like just trying it out on you. It's okay to be like, okay, I'm gonna go full out this whole time, like this whole 2 hours that I'm in here, I'm gonna go full out. Like, I want to dance. Like, isn't that the whole point, to dance? Like, how are you really dancing if you're not a little bit out of breath? Like, just a little bit. And that's okay to be out of breath. It's okay to try, because that's the fulfilling part to me. Like, it's fulfilling. Dance is not supposed to be something that's easy. It's not. It is supposed to be easy, but it's not supposed to be something that it's like, okay, boom boom bam boom, I'm done. Like, it's supposed to have feeling, it's supposed to have passion. It's supposed to have something extra in there. And that could only happen if you put in the effort, if you try. And like some dance classes, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try. Other dance classes, I'm like, fuck it, no, I'm marking the whole time. If you don't know what mark means, it basically means like do half-ass it the whole time. It's like muscle memory. Don't go all the way, but just do it for muscle memory. Like, if the dance requires you to like move from one side of the room to the other, marking that would be like, okay, just take a couple steps to the left, a couple steps to the right. Like, instead of doing it 100%, do like a smaller version of the movement. That's what marking is. So sometimes you could just be like, okay, I'm just gonna mark the whole time. I'm not gonna go all the way. I'm not gonna do it full out. I don't want to lose my breath, whatever. And I've done that before, and it's a good feeling. It's like, okay, all right. But I mean, it's a little disrespectful at the same time to the choreographer or the teacher to not want do anything full out, because it's like, okay, why are you here? Is your intention to mark? Is it your intention to not do it all the way? If that's your intention, then do that. But for a lot of people like me, for a lot of people that, I don't want to say that love dance, but people that are passionate about this, you want to go full out every time. You want to be out of breath every time. You know what I mean? Every time I dance, it's like the last time. You know what I mean? Like, you want to do it like it's the last time every time. Or not like the last time. That's kind of dark, but maybe do it like it's the first time every time. Like, it's like, oh my god, I can do this. Like, keep that like childlike energy going, I guess, every time. Like when a kid does something for the first time, it's like, oh my god, you did it. Like, you rode your bicycle to the stop sign type shit. Like, yeah, you did it. You want that feeling every time. Every time. And it's okay to be out of breath. Like, maybe it's the younger kids, maybe that's why they're like, yeah, well, that for me, I've experienced it a lot more with the younger kids. Like, yeah, I'm not tired. Like, yeah, I'm not breathing hard. Like, you don't need to be breathing hard. It's like, okay, but it's okay if you're breathing hard. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay to go full out every time. Every time. Because people that love to do what they love to do, they're going to do it like it's the last time every time. Every time. And that's the type of energy I want to be around. I don't know about you, but that's the type of energy I want to be around. I want to be around people that are, real. That's real, you know? So yeah, that's basically what was on my mind, like, dancing, even if it's ballet or hip hop or even like contemporary, which me personally, I love contemporary. I love, ballet. I love just the full body extension of it all, which you can carry it into hip hop, you can carry it into jazz. I just love dance. I just love stretching out your body, being able to fill up a whole room with your emotion, and even like a theater, like having that, what's it called, cathartic experience. I don't know if that, I don't know, whatever, but for me, that just, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like it's an experience. Like, I know a lot of people don't like arts and entertainment. They're like, "Oh my god, it's not productive to society, like, it's evil, whatever." But the arts is very important. Is very God wants us to dance. God wants us to sing. God wants us to, express ourselves and sing. He like God wants us to do this, and He wants us to watch each other do it. Like people don't talk about this enough. Like maybe it's, kind of like a taboo thing to talk about or whatever. People don't want to make it like, about religion or whatever. And I'm just talking about expression. And it's hard to express yourself if you're not 100% in it. Like you have to be 100% in it. You have to feel it. You have to be like trying. And sometimes when you're trying, it's going to knock the wind out of you. It is. I mean, that's just life, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to get the wind knocked out of you in dance class. It's okay to be like, oh, fuck. I need 5 minutes on the side right now. It's okay. It's okay to give it your all. It's okay to try. And I think too many people are kind of like stuck in that whole trying to be the cool kid and trying to be the cool one. Like, no, I'm not tired, I'm not breathing hard, I don't feel what you feel. It's like, okay, well, if you don't feel what I feel, then why are you here? Like, that's what I'm saying, type shit. Like, why are you here if you don't want to feel what I feel? Because I'm putting my all into this. I'm running out of my breath. I'm getting a little winded over here. But you want to be the only cool kid in the room, only one like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Like, it's okay. It's okay to be a little bit out of breath, and you know because that means you're trying, you know? So, yeah. I just don't see the point in doing something if you're not going to do it 100%. If you're not going to go all in, then why are you doing it? You're just wasting people's time. You're wasting people's money. And the thing about life that people don't talk about is you don't get second chances. Like, the older you get, the second chances, it starts to, it doesn't happen as often. And I feel like people don't talk about that enough. I guess they don't want the young people to know about that. And I mean, it's hard to even talk to young people, which I think is beautiful, because the only person or the only thing that young people should really be talking to is God. Like, it should be like your source of your belief. That's really all you need to talk to, or if your mom and dad, if you have one. But yeah, we don't need to be out here talking to each other like that. I mean, that's just how I feel, but whatever. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to dance, actually trying, actually putting your all into it, actually, because you get more out of it. Like, if you show up and you paint or you draw or you make movies or whatever, or let's say you're editing, because I'm not a big editor, but if you're like editing, all that stuff. Excuse me. Wait. Woo! Excuse me. Oh. All right, yeah. If you're editing or whatever and you're not putting your all into it and you're not trying, then you're that's just not it's not good energy. Nobody wants to be around people that are just faking it, people that don't give a fuck, people that don't, care, people that are not putting their all into it. They want to be the cool kid, like, oh, I'm not tired. I've been up all night, whatever. I'm not even tired. Like, it's okay to be tired. It's okay to take a break, take a nap, drink some water, take a breather, go outside, get some fresh air. Like, It's okay to be real. And I feel like a lot of dancers, they don't want to be real. They don't want to really face the fact that you're tired right now. You're in a class and you're tired. You're exhausted. You can't breathe. It's okay to be a human being and, go to the side of the room and take a breather. You don't have to keep going and going and going and fighting the feeling of tiredness and fighting the feeling of, exhaustion. I mean, you're going to fucking fall out and die, and then you'll never be able to do this shit again. Like, why would you do that to yourself? That's what I'm saying. Even like people that play sports, basketball, football, all that stuff. Oh my God. Basketball, football, whatever sport you play, they take breaks. Just as hard as they're going on that court or whatever, they're going just as hard in recovery. And I feel like dancers don't talk about that shit. They don't want to talk about that shit. They don't want to share that shit. Me, I'm gonna talk about it. I will talk about it. If I'm at the studio and I'm breathing hard and I'm trying my all and I'm doing my all, you better believe I'm leaving and I'm getting my 8 hours of sleep right after. I'm getting my 8 hours of sleep. I'm taking a hot shower. I'm washing my ass. I'm getting a massage. Like, dance is self-love. Like, nobody wants to watch somebody dance that doesn't love themselves. Like, you don't even love your body. You don't love your hair. You don't love your skin. You don't love your nails. You don't love nothing about yourself. But you want to get up in my face and you want to dance around in my face. You think this is something I actually want to see? Absolutely not. And then on top of that, you don't want to, you just want to act like you're not even tired the entire time. Like, I know you're tired. Like, be tired. It's okay. It's cool. And if you're not tired, then that just shows that you're actually taking care of yourself when you're not here. The people that are not out of breath are actually taking care of themselves. That's what I'm saying. They're taking care of themselves. If you have you ever noticed, like, if you play basketball or if you play football, whatever, if you lift weights before you go in, if you take a nice, like, cold shower, if you prepare yourself, you're better prepared, everything goes a lot better than if you just roll out of bed and you go straight to the field. Like, you gotta take care of yourself. Like, people just don't want to fucking take care of themselves. I'll put myself first. People are probably like, oh yeah, Lisa, why is it taking you so long in California? Why, like, there's certain people in my life that talk to me like that or whatever. I don't talk to them, very often, but it happens. And I'm just looking at them like, what? So I'm not supposed to take care of myself? I'm not supposed to wash my hair? I'm not supposed to clip my toenails? It takes time to do that, right? It takes time to clip your toenails. It takes time to cut the hair out of that's growing out of my nose and out of my ears. It takes time to do that. It takes time for me to clean and scrub my tongue, because I keep, eating food that, makes me happy or whatever. Like, it takes time. It takes time. If I'm eating popcorn and Skittles and Dr. Pepper all day, like, yeah, that's going to make my tongue, be really dirty. Like, it takes time to clean that shit off. And I'm going to take the time to clean it off. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then I'll go back and do what I do. Like, I don't know what it is. People just don't feel like they have time to, like, clean themselves and, really recover. Like, I don't know where that comes from. Like, you have time, So when I go back to the field and play basketball or football, or if I go back to dance class, I'm in a better headspace. I feel better about myself. And that's gonna, that's gonna end up with me not feeling so tired. Like, it's okay if I feel a little bit tired, but if this is something I do all the time, and I'm constantly, taking care of myself, of course, I'm not going to be as tired. But it's okay to get a little bit tired. All right, so hi guys. Can we see you? Sorry, no, I don't put myself on the screen for live streams. I'm probably only gonna do this for like a couple years. If you stay on my page and you keep following me, and we could probably, like, keep this thing going, I will eventually put my face on the screen. But for right now, I just have a lot more to say than I do for y'all to be looking at me, because um yeah, I just have a lot more things to say. Because sometimes when a beautiful girl gets on live, it's like everybody just gets caught up in the way that she looks. I know when I watch lives on YouTube, especially YouTube, like, people are so attractive. It's like you kind of forget like what they're talking about or why they're there. It's like a distraction. So yeah, I don't want to distract anybody. So that's why I have it like this. Because there's a lot of people in this world, they don't have a purpose, they don't have a reason to be here. And when it comes to the arts, that could be a great place to start. I'm just saying, because there's too many streamers out here, there's too many people streaming. And I'm sorry, this is going to sound so bad, but we know this is true. And I know I'm going to sound like a hater, but this is the truth. Okay? There's too many streamers out here. Hi, hello. There's too many people out here streaming. Got cameras following them around all over the place, and these people are not interesting at all. They're not interesting. Not saying that I'm more interesting than them, but all they have is money. Like, now that we have been watching these streamers for like a few years now, I think we can all see that they're all, well off for themselves, and they don't really have any talent. They just sit in front of the camera and they just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, just like how I'm doing, talk and talk and talk. But the difference between them and me is they want you to look at them. They want you to they want you to look at them, and it's like, I don't want to look at you if you're not doing anything interesting. Like, you're not singing, you're not dancing, you're not an actress, you're not a fashion designer. Like, you're not doing anything that makes me want to look at you. You're just kind of standing, you know, in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where you are in the world. You're just kind of standing in the middle of nowhere, kind of like just mentally masturbating, like just being weird. Like, nobody wants to see that. And then we're watching you spend money. Like, what is so interesting about that? Nothing. Nothing. It's not even a TV show like that. That's like reality TV used to be like that. But even the producers will plan, for the people to do stuff. But they're not planning on them on doing anything on these streams. So that's why I try to be different. I'm not putting my face on here. I don't want y'all to stare at me and look at me and be all up in my face and stuff like that. Unless I want you to do that. Then maybe, in the future that can happen, but for now, no, because this is something that's been on my mind for a long time. This is something that's been on my mind for a long time, and I only go live when I have something that's been on my mind for a while, because I don't want to you could talk to people, but it's like you don't always have to talk to people. Some conversations are just better that, for the internet, whatever, no response, it's just put it in the air like that and just leave it up like that. So, yeah. Flashy choices. This girl is flashy and very smart. I told y'all I'm 32 years old. I'm older. I'm not 21. I'm not 18. Yeah, frontal lobe is basically developed over here. Yeah. Yeah. It's sad. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, but I mean, I feel like environment is everything. If you're in the right place, um, you know, it could help you. It could really help you. And The fact that, I have dance back in my life now. I'm dancing. I'm older, so I'm a little bit more disciplined than what I used to be. Yeah, I know. Yeah, a lot of people think I'm in my 20s, but I'm not in my 20s. When I was in my 20s, I feel like when I look back at pictures of me in my 20s, I feel like I kind of looked like a crackhead. I'm not gonna lie. I was not. I was skinnier. I was smaller. My hair, I had a completely different hairstyle. Like yeah. I was not taking care of myself at all. Like, who actually takes care of themselves in their 20s? I mean, really think about that. Nobody is taking care of themselves in their 20s. Nobody is out here taking care of themselves in their 20s. I'm talking about this because I'm older. So, of course, I'm like, okay, gotta get a massage. Gotta go to the beach and lay out for, like, a couple hours. Like, I really just need this for myself. Like, nobody's talking like that in their 20s. Nobody. Mm-mm. No. If you want to talk about flashy choices, making choices, yeah, that's definitely in your 20s. Yeah. Yeah. If you're younger and you're not making choices and you're not moving, you're not doing it right. Sorry. You gotta you gotta get it moving in your 20s. You got to. You got to. It's cool. It's cool to be younger than me. It's cool. Um, yeah. I love my cousins. I have cousins that are younger than me. I don't have a problem connecting with younger people, but you know, um when it comes to dance, I feel like it's better when there's kids and adults dancing together, because we get to kind of like be able to, I mean, it's just expression. That's what I'm saying. Like, expressing yourself is fun when there's more diversity in the room. If there's more people that's like of different age, of different ethnicities, of different languages and stuff like that, it makes it funner, and it creates, that is where the safe space comes in. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, this is a safe space. This is a safe space, whatever." Okay, well, that's what makes it a safe space, is the younger people, the older people, the different ethnicities. It's the diversity creates safety, if that makes any sense. That's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. All right, so wait, am I the only watcher? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't come in here. It just depends on what I'm doing. It really depends. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning today, and I'm just chilling. I wanted to talk about this because I don't know. It's like when you put in effort, when you try, when you actually give a fuck, people want to laugh at you. They really want to laugh at you. They think it's funny. And it's okay to laugh at people, make fun of people, but some people actually put in effort. When I go to the studio, when I start dancing, whatever, I don't want to leave feeling like, oh, I could have did this better, I could have did that better. Like, I think about the performers like Tate McRae's dancers that, toured with her, Chris Brown's dancers. I'm sure there's a lot of times when those dancers were like, man, I wish we could go to that city again and do that again. I wish I had a do-over on that, a do-over on that. That's the thing about dance. It's like, sometimes you're not going to get a second chance to do something. Even in just arts, entertainment, if you work in, like I said, construction, you work in math with numbers more, or I mean, especially with numbers, like, you do not get a second chance to do a lot of shit. You got to do it right the first time. And if you're not doing your all, if you're not trying, if you're not actually doing it, then you're not going to get a second chance, and you're going to leave unfulfilled. And that's not a good feeling. It's really not. Yeah, it's the morning right now. It's like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. over here. But yeah, I just woke up thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live and talk about, people that are like, oh yeah, I don't think it's, a big deal. Like, you're not supposed to be like breathing heavy and breathing hard after you finish a dance or after you're done dancing. Like, but if you're not breathing hard, are you really dancing? What are you going to do? Like, hold your breath the entire time? Absolutely not. No. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to put in my effort. I'm going to try. Because you're not going to get a second chance. I mean, think about it. That's what people say about kids. You're not going to get another chance. They're only going to be this age once. Maybe that's what should go through my head while I'm dancing. It's like, I'm only going to be this age once. I'm only going to have this moment in time, one time, now that I'm in ballet or I'm in a jazz class right now. I'm only going to have one time to do this the way that I actually want to do it. So let me lock in and actually do it. And that's okay. Especially if I'm dancing with a teacher I like, a choreographer I actually fuck with, somebody I actually like really, really, really respect and admire. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm going in. Yeah, I get reported for a lot of stuff, but I feel like consistency matters. If you just stay consistent on social media and just keep going, then eventually you're gonna find your audience, and certain things shouldn't get reported anymore. That's just how I feel. I don't know if that's how it works, but that's how I feel. Like, what did I do? I don't know. Maybe you're too hot. Maybe you're too sexy. That's what people. That's what a lot of people go through on the internet. Everybody can't be on the internet. Some people are just too hot. I'm sorry. Some people just look too fucking good. I'm not saying that there's ugly people on here, but even some people that are ugly in real life, on social media, you're actually very beautiful. And yeah, you could get violations for that because you're just too fucking hot. Like, I'm sorry, that's just the way it sometimes that's I feel like that's yeah. I got 38 subs. I'm very happy. That's what's up. Hell yeah, keep going. Keep going. I'm older, like I said, I'm a millennial. I grew up with a MySpace. I grew up with a Facebook. Well, no, I lied. I did not grow up with Facebook. I grew up with MySpace. Definitely, I went from MySpace to no social media straight to IG. Like, yeah, I never really got into Facebook until I got older, like now, because a lot of the people I went to school with, they have kids, they own businesses, and they use Facebook. Like, it's so crazy to see people promote their businesses on Facebook, but when they get to Instagram, they have problems. It's like, because Instagram is not for like, Instagram's a little bit quicker. Facebook is for like older people, like business people that want to like sit down and do paperwork all day. IG is quicker. IG is faster. Like, you got to get with it, to do it on IG. I'm just saying. I hate copyrights. I don't even know what that is. I think that's when you use somebody else's music and you don't have the rights to use the music. So, I mean, shit. Guess I'm not using any music in my video then. Social media is really supposed to revolve around you. Like, your page revolves around you. I mean, there's people on YouTube that have been going live on YouTube for the past 20 years. And they just keep going and going and going and going. It doesn't matter if you get a copyright on one video, you can make another video tomorrow. You can make another video in 2 hours. They can copyright that one too. Just keep going and going and going and going. There's people that's been going live for 20 years. They got over 20,000 videos. They got over 50,000 subscribers, And then you go on their page when they go live, and it's just like this. Only like one person in the room watching. Only got 4 likes. Been live for 40 minutes. It's like, where are all the people at? That's why they say a lot of it is bots. Like, a lot of this shit isn't even real. I feel like the only real thing is just if it's real to you. Like, if it's resonating with you, if you're like, oh fuck, I'm going through that, that's like what I'm going through, whatever, then You know, that's good. That's basically mission accomplished right there. But yeah, dance, like, since I've been dancing again for like 3 years now. Let me see. I started back in 2023, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. So I've been dancing now for 4 years. I think that's 4 years. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 3, 4, 2004, 2005. Wait, is it 2005? Wait, 2003, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. So I think I've been dancing for like 4 years now. And what does that mean? I'm a candy kid. What does that mean? I'm a candy kid. What does that mean? Do you do drugs? What the fuck? Are you like a Are you a porn star? Achoo! All right, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I danced for 4 years now, and um at first I was like out of breath, not gonna lie. When I first started dancing in Los Angeles, I was out of breath every fucking time because I was like, what the hell? I have not done this in so long. I am exhausted. I'm tired. Am I too old to do this? I don't have nothing else to do. Like, I have worked so many jobs, y'all. I've worked at McDonald's. I've worked at Wendy's. I've worked at daycare centers. I worked at the tax office. I worked at so many random places. So when I finally got to LA and I was like, let me try dancing again, it's like my whole life flashed before my eyes. I was like, oh my God, like I'm really doing this again. And it makes me feel like maybe God is pushing me, or the universe is pushing me to dance again, because I don't want to work at McDonald's, into my 20s, into my 30s and 40s. I don't want to keep applying to these, retail stores. I'm not in management, I'm not making that extra money, you know so I might as well just do something that I want to do, and do something that makes me happy, and do something that gives me the fulfillment. And the thing about dance is, like, I stopped dancing because I wasn't confident. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know any other dancers or choreographers or teachers. Like, my dance teacher from my hometown doesn't even fucking talk to me. We don't speak to each other. We don't have a relationship. I don't like that's the thing. That's what's crazy. And I see her posting on Instagram talking about come take a dance class. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and she's older than me, obviously. She was my dance teacher, but I'm just like, damn, like, where is the effort? It's like people don't want to put in the effort. I come to dance class, I put in the effort. I'm breathing hard. I'm in there, I'm sweating. My face is uglier than a motherfucker, but you better believe, like, I'm so freaking happy. Like, this is my happy place. But unfortunately, you have art teachers, dance teachers, singing teachers, whatever. You have people in your past. They don't believe in you. They don't even like you, but you keep showing up for class, or your parents keep paying them for, private lessons and stuff like that. But there's no relationship being made. There's no reciprocation. You're in there giving your all, and they're acting like you don't even exist. So, of course, that's going to push somebody away. But I don't even think my dance teacher back home, she even knows that I kept going. And that's the sad part. Like, some of the teachers that you have, or the coaches that you have, that you feel the most inspired while you were in their presence, a lot of them never even gave a fuck about you. And it's like, where did that love come from? Like, I felt so loved and happy and safe while I was with that person, but when I get older and my eyes are open, and then I realize they never even really liked me like that. Like, we don't even have a relationship. So was that God talking to me in art class while I was painting? While I was in dance class? Is it just me and my faith? That's it. Because obviously the teacher's not fucking with me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these teachers don't fuck with you like that. And that's cool, but oh, maybe that's just the lesson right there. That's just the lesson. Like, you do you, I'm gonna do me, and we can live this beautiful life together, but I'm gonna do me over there, you do you over there, and it's cool. It's cool. That's what makes the industry so weird and crazy. Like, since I started dancing again, and I'm seeing all these dancers dance together, all this stuff. They don't know each other. Like if you're lucky enough to actually put in the work and put in the effort, to where everybody knows each other, like the Tate McRae dancers, they all know each other. They all grew up together, whatever. Especially the competition dancers, especially as they get older. They know each other. They're able to book each other, and they're able to work together. But a lot of the times it's like a big group of dancers. Like, there's no way the person on the left can know the person all the way on the right. Like, there's no way. But they're still able to dance. They're still able to put on a show, whether it's like the BET Awards, the Super Bowls, the AMAs, the Grammys, like whatever it is that they're at performing, they're still able to put on a good show. And dare I say, some of them are actually breathing hard at the end of the dance. Some of them are actually out of breath. And that's okay. It's okay to be out of breath. It's okay to breathe, because if you're not breathing, how are you going to know how to breathe if you're not breathing? You got to try. Especially with dance, like, you got to try. You got to put yourself out there. You got to try. It hasn't been easy for me. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy for me, because like, I know, like, especially if you're in a different geographical location, like if you're in a different country, different time zone, of course it's going to make you tired or whatever. But what I like about the dancers is they're well-traveled people. They've been to Italy, they've been to Africa, they've been to Asia, whatever. And they'll dance, they'll go there, show up, dance, teach a class, whatever, which is obviously something I want to do eventually. But, like, it's okay to go there, to do it, and to actually put in the effort. Like, it's okay. It's cool. You know what I mean? And I don't know. People just don't. They just don't like that feeling. I guess they don't like the feeling of being hot and sweaty and out of breath, and can't breathe, and your nose starts running, and you start coughing, and you're breathing hard, and you don't your face isn't as pretty as it was when you walked in the room. Like, that's okay. Like, we're putting in work. Like, it's cool. We're practicing. It's okay. That's basically all I wanted to say in this video. When I was little, I wanted to be in a box. Oh my God. Are you suicidal? Don't put yourself in a box. Absolutely not. Don't put yourself in a box. No. The fuck? Oh, listen. Okay. If you have suicidal thoughts, call 211 or 221. Call the suicide hotline. I don't know if y'all know about this, but there is a suicide hotline. And you call the suicide hotline, okay? Call the suicide hotline. I think it's 221 Yeah, call them and they will help you. Okay? You can talk to somebody, they'll give you resources. I think that's the main thing about depression and people that get suicidal, especially like you need resources. You need knowledge. Being dumb, being stupid in life will cost you your happiness. You need knowledge and you need education. You need to know something about something. Because if you don't know shit, you're gonna get suicidal, you're gonna get depressed, you're gonna start reaching, and nobody likes a reacher. I'm sorry. Nobody likes a reacher. Okay? So yeah, I don't know your username. I don't know how to say that. you. Call the suicide hotline if that's how you feel. Because um yeah, the older I get, the less patience I start having for like sad and depressed people. I know you're sensitive. I know you're going through it. But when I was 18, when I was 21, I was not sad and in my feelings. I didn't have time to be sad and in my feelings. Okay? You're hot. Okay? Everybody looks so good when they're 18, 19. You're beautiful. That people are like, "Oh, that's not your prime." That is your prime. 18, 21 is your prime. You should be tan. You should be, have your hair done. You should be on vacation. People need to see you. You need to be taking pictures. Not that I want to sit here and tell you what to do, but I'm just saying, like, young people, you don't need to be feeling that way. You don't need to be sad and depressed. Like, when I was young, I was a little bit sad. I was a little bit depressed, or depressed or whatever, but don't be just sitting in front of the computer all day when you're young like this. Go outside, make some memories. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, touch grass, whatever," but are you really doing it though? Are you really doing it? No, you're not. You're not. So yeah, I think I'm going to take a break for the rest of the summer because I'm genuinely tired, and I think I want to go hiking cuz I haven't been hiking in a while. Probably make some content. Um yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about that because I like Where the Wild Ones Are. I still haven't seen that movie. I want to see it, but it's giving James and the Giant Peach. Like, it's kind of like Tim Burton, like weird animation. It's different. It's very different. I like dark cartoons and stuff like that, but if I'm going to watch something dark like that, it might as well just be a horror film at that point. And Prime Amazon, nobody in my family has Amazon. We have HBO Max. Um yeah, HBO Max, Peacock. Yeah, it's so crazy how TV has changed. It used to be, well, I know it's not scary, but it's like, it's the aesthetic. It's dark. It's not colorful. Like, it's just really dark. I like horror films. Like, if it's dark like that, it might as well be a horror film. It shouldn't even be for kids at that point. I mean, but there's nothing wrong with kids watching like more like gloomy type cartoons because TV, it used to really calm us down. Like the cartoons used to be slower, the colors used to not be so bright. It used to be something that you could put it on for like your kid. Like me growing up, like I could watch it and actually feel like calm. I didn't feel like overstimulated. But yeah, I want to see Where the Wild Ones Are. If it pops up on Peacock or HBO Max, I'll watch it. But Amazon, I don't know anybody that has Prime Amazon. I haven't met anybody with Prime Amazon. But yeah, since I've been dancing for 4 years now in Los Angeles, I'm learning how to be more sexier. I'm learning how to be more confident. I'm learning how to really just give it my all. You know, like you only live once. There's no reason to not try. You know, because growing up, I've grown up with some sad, depressed ass people, you know, and it might be the last time you see each other. You know, like seriously, it could be the last time we're even around each other. So why would you not give it your all? Yeah, that AI stuff is so oh man. Don't even get me started. This is why I'm so happy I'm dancing again, because when it comes to entertainment, they have really dropped the ball. They really dropped the ball. They got us all excited for no reason. Millennials growing up, it's like, oh my God, like, you know, I want to be on TV. I want to do this. I want to do that, whatever. And then we get older and boom, there's no more TV. Now we got to watch AI fruit soap operas and stuff. You know, soap operas used to be real people. You know, in the Latin culture, they have so many soap operas. The Latin people they would never do that. They would never do that. Is that an anime? Demon Slayer, is that an anime? That's what I'm saying. In the Latin culture, they have soap operas. That's real people. You know, you want to see the women, you want to see the guys, you want to see the actors, you want to see them. Like, now, these TV production companies or whatever, they don't want to go back to the way that they used to make movies and they used to make TV. I don't know why. I don't know why, because that's what we were excited about. We were excited to be on TV, like what we grew up seeing, but then they just snatched that away from us. It's like, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? Are we supposed to be the ones doing the production now? Like, it doesn't make it, like, I thought we were going to do this together. But they're like, no. The 90s, like, we have our own crew, we have our own people. Like, we don't want to work with Gen Z. We don't want to work with millennials. We don't want to work with y'all. We don't want to put y'all on TV. It's like, okay, there's no more actors. You know, I heard something about AI, like, it's going to be to a point where you don't even have to travel on a set. You don't have to do anything. Just be in like a white room and they have the actor go in there. The actor will go in there, read the lines, whatever, and leave, and then they'll create the whole set around the actor with AI. So you don't have to go abroad. You don't have to go to, like, you know, a site specific area. They'll just do it all on AI. They're just, AI is sucking the fun out of everything. I don't know if y'all realize that AI is really sucking the fun out of everything. It's not making this shit fun anymore. And I feel like a lot of the, like, entertainers from the 90s and early 2000s, they're definitely gatekeeping all that fun, because they had fun making those movies. They had fun making that music and all that stuff. But they're not trying to share. They don't want us to experience that shit. They're gatekeeping the fuck out of that shit. They want us to learn about AI. They want us to watch fruit on soap opera fruit actors and stuff like that. There is nothing fun about that. They're sucking the fun out of everything. I'm the type of person, I like to have fun. I want to see people in real life. I want to see in real life. I want to be there. I want a real life experience. I'm trying to experience this shit in real life. I don't want to be mad. I don't want to be mad. I'm just saying. But yeah, I feel like when it comes to dancing, you know, I want to give it my all. I really like Tate McRae's dancers. If you don't know, I follow a lot of them on Instagram. Macy Steele, Stevie, I don't know her last name, but she's like probably one of my favorite dancers. Um, there's so many. There's so many dancers. Like, I didn't have this when I was younger. I didn't know any professional dancers. Like, I was just really sheltered. I didn't know anything about anything. Now that I think about it, I didn't know shit. And that's okay. Now I'm learning as an adult, it's okay to shelter your kids. It really is okay. Like, it's okay for them to not have a phone, not have an iPad. I know some people, they get uncomfortable disciplining their kids, but it's like, it's okay to raise your kid in a box. It's okay. Because when they get older, it keeps that innocence. It really keeps that innocence inside of you. Like, for me, even though I'm older, I'm in my 30s, I was sheltered a lot. That's why I don't know how to do a lot of shit. And that's okay. Because I can learn now that I'm older, but at least I know deep down inside I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl at the end of the day. And that's something that I feel like a lot of people that struggle, have to do things at an earlier age, get an apartment, get a job at an earlier age. They kind of they don't have that innocence inside of them anymore. They lose it because they work so hard, and they're so hard on themselves because they have to change their lives. Like, it's a give and take, So that's just me. That's who I am. That's exactly who I am. So, yeah. Let me see who else. Doja Cat's dancers. I love Doja Cat's dancers. I met one of them. He is very talented, and one thing about him that I think stands out to me is the fact that he I love male dancers. Like, I did not grow up dancing with a lot of boys, but since I've been in Los Angeles and I've been dancing with a lot of boys, okay, yeah, do you? But yeah, since I've been dancing with like a lot of boys, a lot of men, like a lot of masculine energy, it's really teaching me how to like how to take it a little bit more serious, I guess, cuz girls, like, we laugh a lot, we just want to like giggle and you know play pretend, but when it comes to the masculine energy, it's like a little bit more serious. It's a little bit more intentional. And I'm learning how to do that. And God forbid if that makes me a little bit tired. Like, it makes me a little bit tired. It does. I'm not going to lie, because I'm actually trying. I'm actually trying. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to be a little out of breath. It's okay to, it's cool. And that's just who I am, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. Like, it's just, dance is such a quick pastime. Like, dance is so fast. Like, you have to be good at it. You have to know what you're doing. You have to, actually care and give a fuck to actually even be able to do it right every time. That's why I admire the competition dancers so much, because it's like they put in the effort, they put in their time, the family has invested in them. And to actually be able to show out like that and make your family proud is a beautiful thing to see. I talk to the families all the time. I'm like, that's so cool. They're like, yeah, we have done this and we have done that, and we've, put in this and we put in that. I'm like, that's amazing. That's really cool to me. So, and it's okay. Like, it doesn't matter. You could have all the support in the world. You're still going to be a little bit tired. You're still going to be a little winded. You're still going to be like, fuck, like, I can't breathe. Like, I can't, I can't stand up. Like, I really gave it my all. And that's cool. Like, that's cool. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Basically, woo. Yeah, like, especially now that I'm teaching now. I want to try to like push my students to actually dance, to actually put in the effort. And as a dancer or as a teacher, I don't know, I'm learning how to do that, like how to get the room to move. because it's not easy, especially if you're not moving. Like, because I'm the type of dancer, I'm like, okay, the teacher wants us to do this, wants us to do that, and they're just gonna sit in the corner and watch us the whole time. It's like, yes, that's exactly how it works. It's exactly what's gonna happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I'll be in a hip hop class. I've taken 1,000 hip hop classes so far, and sometimes I'll be tired. I get tired in the classes. I do. I get tired. I can't breathe. I feel like I can't stand up straight. And I'm like, fuck this shit. That's the sweet spot right there. I hate to break it to y'all, but that's the sweet spot right there. Right there. Yep. That's how I want to feel. I mean, I haven't danced in so long. It's been so long since I've been hot and sweaty, can't breathe. You know, I'm just going and going and going. I feel good. You know, like, it's been a long time. Like, you know, and now that I've come back to it and I'm feeling these feelings again, I'm hot, I'm sweating, you know, I feel I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Like, that's how I want to feel. I want to feel like I put in a day's work. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I put in a day's work. Shit, that's how I want to feel. Maybe that's why I can't work a regular job. I can't work a regular job because I want to feel that's how I want to feel when I go home. I want to feel like I put in a day's work. I want to feel like I put in work. That's why I can't have a regular job. That's probably why. Right there. I'm a pill popping animal. I'm just over here like, when is summer gonna start? Because this shit has not started. It is cold as fuck out here. Like, it's gonna be cold as fuck all day. All day. Oh my god. I could just wear my hoodie all day. All day, all night. Fuck. All day, all night, 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 all day, all day, all night, all day, all night. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna dance. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely want to. I want to keep going because it's like, I forgot how to dance. But now that I'm remembering how to dance, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it right here. This is it right here. Yep. This is it right here. The hip hop, the jazz, the ballet, all of that. It's almost like I never left. You know, I'm just hopping back into it. But now that I'm older, I'm a lot more humble. I'm a lot more aware. But you don't need to be aware. You don't even need to be aware of nothing. You don't need to be aware of shit. You just need to show up and show out. Do your thing. That's really all that matters. Just show up, show out, do your thing. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. So yeah, I'm gonna dance more. I'm gonna put in more effort. I want to try to go full out more, but it's hard. Like, going full out Like actually doing the choreography 100%, especially in Los Angeles, that shit is hard. It's tiring. It makes me tired. Um, like I said, but the more and more that I do it, the easier it gets because I'm doing it more. But for the most part, that shit is hard as fuck. Nobody talks about it. I don't know why nobody talks about this shit. This shit is hard. Like, it's hard as fuck. Especially when you dance with, like, foreigners, like, people that don't speak English. Because they don't dance in English. That's what I'm saying. The way they dance is not like the American way that we would move our body. Like, it's very different. Very European. Very African. Wherever they're from. Asian. It's like a little bit of that culture bleeds into their choreography, whether they believe it or not. That might piss some people off, but it's true. This is what I've been going through. A little bit of their culture bleeds into their choreography, so it's like if you can't move like that, shit, you better learn today. You know, if it's like a European choreographer, whatever, we're gonna dance like Europeans in that motherfucker. Just so you know. It's very like sexual, very like sensual. You know, if it's like an Asian, it's gonna be like kung fu in that motherfucker. And if you're not ready for that, if you're not well cultured, if you're not aware, of course you're gonna be like, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be breathing hard, of course. But if you kind of have like a little bit of a heads up, then you'll be a little bit more prepared. But it's hard to have a heads up. The best part about dance, in my opinion, is the fact that you don't know what you're getting into. You know, if it's an audition or a class or a session, I don't know what I'm getting into. I don't know what we're about to do. I have no idea. I don't know what we're about to do. I don't know what I got myself into. But yeah. But what I do know is I'm here. And I'm dancing with you. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. But yeah. Maybe it's the energy vampires. You know, people don't want their energy harvested. They don't want to be out of breath. They don't want to be all tired and shit. But sometimes in life, you got to give it your all. Like, you got to get a little tired. You got to. Because any day, we don't know. Any day could be the last day. You don't know when that's going to happen. So you want to give it your all. You know? Like I said, it could be the last time we see each other. And you really want to go out like that? Mm-mm. Oh, no. Oh, no. Absolutely not. I know I don't. If it's the last time I see you, shit, I want to be all the way. I want to give it my all. You know? So, especially if I'm paying for my classes or my mom or whoever it is, it's not even coming out of my pocket, or if it is coming out of my pocket, I want to give it my all. I want to give it my all. So yeah, guys, this is my live on YouTube. I don't go live on TikTok because there's some weird ass people on TikTok. I had some weird ass people come up to me on TikTok talking about some, oh, will you be my girlfriend? Oh, I'll send you some money. Come see me. I'm like, who the fuck are these people? Like, why are these people acting like... Now I see how those influencers... Now I see how they're getting those Range Rovers. Now I see how those girls are getting those Birkins. No, let me stop. Let me stop being a hater, because you know I would love it. I would love, you know, somebody send me a handbag. I would love to get a little cash app. But no, TikTok, it's like, it's just not as cool as YouTube. YouTube is cool, man. I like the music, the people, all the different topics you can talk about. TikTok, it's like everybody talks about the same thing. Money. Everybody wants money. Let me show you how to make money. Yeah, sell this, you can make money. Do this, you can make money. Whatever. I get on YouTube. We're going to have a real conversation on YouTube. We're going to talk about some real shit on YouTube. And the best part about YouTube is the videos stay up for years. They're not taking that shit down. I can come back to it. That's like the best thing about YouTube. I love it. I can come back to it 2 years later, 3 years later, 5 years later, whatever. I can watch an old video. It's still going to hit. I'm still going to learn something new. TikTok is fast. It's quick. Money, 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 money. Okay, if that's what you want, then you can do that. Because I don't want to make money and have no wisdom. Make money and you're not even... How are you going to win if you're not right within? That's what I'm saying. You get the money, you're a winner now, but you're not right within. You don't have no wisdom. You don't know nothing about nothing. It's not a good combination. That's just how I feel. Yeah, I'm just over here waiting on summer to begin. Summer is not beginning anytime soon. Probably another month. Like, it's early, but it's cold. It's cool as fuck. It's not even hot. And the crazy part is, it's gonna be like this all day. All day. So I'm like, fuck it. But I do want to make some more dance content. I'm not a good choreographer, but I do like to freestyle. So I think I'm gonna do that more. Hip-hop freestyles, contemporary freestyles. So yeah, because I know the class videos, it can be a bit much. I know y'all don't want to see a bunch of videos of dancers dancing in dance class or dancing at the studio, but I mean, why not change up the scenery a little bit, do something a little bit more different. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm just having fun. I'm really happy with all the relationships that I've made in Los Angeles, all the people that I met. I know there's so much more. There's so many more people I can meet. But I'm the type of person, I'm not for everybody. I get really in my feelings. I'm really emotional. I'm a Cancer. So yeah, my birthday's coming up. I just get really in my feelings. I low-key am like a little boy deep down inside. I be falling in love, man. I be like, oh my God, you're my soulmate. No, you're my soulmate. No, you're my soulmate. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Like, that's how I am. I just be falling for everybody. So yeah, it makes me happy. I just love people. I love people. And some people hate that about me. They hate the fact that I love people so much, but that's not my problem. You're scared of people. I love people. We're not the same. We're not the same. So yeah, I hope that everybody has a great rest of your day. People that are in the live or not in the live, whatever. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Like, it's okay to be tired after dancing. You know, people don't like that because they think they, you know, it makes them look bad or whatever. But who cares how you look? Who cares how you look while you're dancing? It's okay. I'll get dressed up sometimes. You know, I'll put on my makeup, put on a little outfit, whatever. But as a dancer, You don't look that way all the time. We know that. You don't always have makeup on. You don't always have the best outfit on. Okay? Dancers embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like, you have to embrace beauty. You can't embrace your beauty without embracing your ugly side. You know, if that makes any sense, because dance can be beautiful. But there are certain things about dance that's ugly too. Like, are you breathing? Are you not breathing? That can be ugly. Are you, did you take a shower before you showed up? That's ugly. You know, are you listening to the choreographer? Are you being defiant? Like, that's pretty ugly. Like, dance can get ugly, especially if there's like acrobatics and stuff. You're hitting people, people are getting in your way and shit like that. I've gotten hit 1,000 times in dance class. Like, it can get ugly in there. It can get ugly. Even if you're dancing, performing with people you don't really like or people you don't really know, that's ugly. That shit can get ugly. But over time, you learn how to work with it and not work against it. And that's where the comfortability is. Even though people are like, oh yeah, to get out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you need a comfort zone. You need a place where you're comfortable, where you're safe, where you feel like okay, it's I feel cool. I feel safe if I lock in here. I'm okay. Like, you need to be comfortable. You can't spread your wings if you're not comfortable. Because if you're not in your comfort zone and people are like, yeah, push you out of your comfort zone, push you out of your comfort zone, and you spread your wings and you're not in your comfort zone, you might as well be throwing pearls to swine at that point. You're doing shit for people that do not deserve to see you, to experience you. They just don't deserve it. You need to be around people, environments that feels like home. Because then you can really, that's where the work begins. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I hope y'all have a good day. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.